Draining a man's power, unconscious traps. Exposing 5 daily habits hidden in plain sight. Lessons from Buddha. Introduction. In today's world, many men unknowingly adopt habits that gradually drain their inner strength. These habits are often hidden in the routines of daily life, going unnoticed while they slowly sap the energy and potential from within. Buddha's teachings offer valuable insights into identifying and overcoming these subtle traps, enabling us to regain control of our true power. In this script, we will explore 5 unconscious habits that weaken men, understand why they are harmful, and learn how to address them using the wisdom of Buddha. By doing so, we can bring forth the true potential of inner strength, both physically and mentally. Chapter 1. Self-centered thinking. One of the most common yet subtle traps men fall into is self-centered thinking. While focusing on oneself is sometimes necessary for personal growth, becoming excessively inward-focused can isolate us from the world and others. It leads to the development of egocentric attitudes, which gradually sap our ability to connect and cooperate with others. Buddha teaches us that attachment to the self, or ego, is the root of suffering. Excessive self-focus creates a distorted view of the world, leading to frustration and dissatisfaction when things don't go according to our expectations. This mindset cuts off one's ability to genuinely relate to others, draining emotional and mental energy. Solution: practicing compassion and selflessness. To overcome this trap, the practice of compassion, karuna, and selflessness is essential. By focusing on the needs and well-being of others, we shift our attention away from the self and open our hearts to interconnectedness. This can be achieved through acts of kindness, listening to others, and taking part in community service. Buddha taught that when we let go of our attachment to self-centered thinking, we free ourselves from suffering and can access deeper sources of energy and strength. Compassion not only brings us closer to others, but also revitalizes our inner power. Chapter 2. Unconscious comparison. Another silent habit that weakens men is the unconscious tendency to compare themselves to others. In today's competitive society, it's easy to measure your worth by comparing your achievements, wealth, or physical appearance to others. However, this habit slowly erodes self-esteem and breeds dissatisfaction. Comparison puts us in a perpetual state of competition and anxiety, which distracts us from recognizing our own unique strengths. Buddha's teachings warn against this mindset as it fosters jealousy, envy, and unnecessary mental clutter. When we compare ourselves to others, we become trapped in a cycle of desire and attachment, which only brings more suffering. Solution: cultivating self-acceptance. The key to breaking free from the habit of comparison is self-acceptance. Buddha encourages us to focus on our own path without worrying about others. Each individual has a different journey, and by recognizing our own intrinsic value, we can stop feeling inferior or superior to others. Meditation and mindfulness practices help develop this sense of acceptance by encouraging introspection and the recognition that our worth is not determined by external factors. When we cease comparing ourselves to others, we can channel our energy into self-improvement and personal growth. Chapter 3. Anger and attachment. Anger and attachment are 2 powerful forces that often operate unconsciously, slowly draining a man's power. Whether it's anger at others or attachment to material possessions and outcomes, these emotions consume mental and emotional energy, leaving us exhausted. Buddha's teachings emphasize that attachment and anger are forms of suffering. They arise when we cling to desires and expectations, which inevitably lead to disappointment. Anger, in particular, is a destructive force that clouds judgment and fosters negative behavior, distancing us from inner peace. Solution: practicing letting go. The antidote to anger and attachment is the practice of letting go. By embracing impermanence and recognizing that nothing in life is permanent, we can release the grip that desires have on us. Buddha taught that by letting go of attachments, we liberate ourselves from the cycle of suffering. Mindfulness meditation, which focuses on observing thoughts and emotions without judgment, helps to cultivate a calm and accepting mind. This practice enables us to let go of anger, remain non-reactive in difficult situations, and redirect our energy toward constructive actions. Chapter 4: Laziness and Escapism. Laziness and the desire to escape from responsibility are habits that can quietly drain a man's power. When we avoid challenges, procrastinate, or indulge in distractions, we are not only wasting time, but also allowing our potential to stagnate. Buddha cautions against laziness, kusata, as it leads to the deterioration of both the body and the mind. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to become overwhelmed by responsibilities and seek ways to escape through entertainment, social media, or other distractions. However, this escape weakens our resolve, decreases productivity, and fosters a sense of helplessness. Solution: embracing effort and discipline. Buddha taught the importance of right effort, virya, as one of the factors on the path to enlightenment. Effort and discipline are necessary for overcoming laziness and realizing our potential. By taking consistent small steps and maintaining a balanced lifestyle, we can gradually build momentum toward our goals. Meditation and daily reflection help maintain focus while also fostering self-discipline. As we cultivate effort and discipline, we regain our inner strength and enhance our ability to face life's challenges head-on. Chapter 5: Excessive self-criticism. Excessive self-criticism is another factor that undermines men's power. While self-reflection is necessary for growth, being overly critical of oneself leads to the constant feeling of inadequacy and low self-worth. This habit places immense pressure on us to always do more, leaving us emotionally drained. Buddha viewed excessive self-criticism as a form of attachment, warning that a lack of self-love and kindness hinders personal development. Being too harsh on oneself disrupts the mental balance needed for true strength. Solution: practicing self-compassion. To overcome self-criticism, it is essential to cultivate self-compassion. Buddha taught the importance of loving kindness, metta, not only toward others, but also toward oneself. By treating yourself with compassion and accepting your imperfections, you can create the mental space needed for growth and healing. To practice self-compassion, one can view mistakes as opportunities for growth rather than failures. Be kind to oneself and express gratitude for personal efforts. Recognize your inherent value, just as you would with others. In this way, we reduce excessive self-criticism, build healthy self-esteem, and rediscover our true strength and confidence. Conclusion: reclaiming inner power? The 5 unconscious habits: self-centered thinking, unconscious comparison, anger and attachment, laziness and escapism, and excessive self-criticism, are the silent traps that drain a man's inner power. By recognizing and addressing these traps through Buddha's teachings, men can reclaim their full potential. Buddha's wisdom offers not just religious insights, but practical tools for living a fulfilling life. By becoming aware of these power-draining habits and applying mindfulness and compassion, we can reconnect with our true strength. Here are key takeaways to practice daily. Cultivate compassion. Shift from self-centered thinking to caring for others. Stop comparing. Appreciate your unique journey and worth. Release anger. Let go of attachment and find peace through mindfulness. Embrace discipline, combat laziness with effort and focus. Practice self-love. Be gentle with yourself and foster self-compassion. Through these practices, men can regain their strength, flexibility, and inner peace. Small, consistent changes will lead to significant transformation, empowering you to live a life filled with purpose and resilience. Final thought: Buddha's teachings are not just ancient religious doctrines, but practical wisdom for modern living. The unconscious traps that drain men's power can be overcome with awareness and intentional practice. Comparisons, self-centeredness, anger, laziness, and self-criticism affect everyone at some point. Yet, through diligent effort and the wisdom of Buddha, we can reclaim our power and live with strength and fulfillment. Start today by taking small steps toward inner transformation and rediscover the true source of your power.